Well, how's it going? Today we're going to look at this DC 6.5 to 100 volt 20 amp, or I have the 20 amp version, but there is a 50 amp, 100 amp LCD digital current voltage power energy panel meter. It's got it on eBay. Mine was $10.99. I'll be using this for my lawnmower battery, so let's check that out. Here's the lawnmower. I just thought I'd include that. A little dusty. So it was a Craftsman 40 volt that I hacked into and retrofit a couple of 10S 2 parallel packs in parallel. So let's go look at the batteries. Here's the mower. It's been a good mower. I need to do an update video on this. I did one 3 years ago or something like that, and it's still going strong. So it's a good. It's been fun. Alright, so here are the battery packs that I'm charging, and right now I'm just charging without no meter, no intelligence or anything. So I just have to pull the cells off and test it with a meter, and that's how I know it's full. So it's a little tedious. It's fine, but we're going to move on. So here's the gizmo. 2 cells are in parallel there. So when I charge the gizmo, or I charge the batteries with this booster. And I just, this is a, looks like a server power supply. It's like 12 volts out, goes into the booster. The booster spits out 42 volts. That's for the 10S 2 parallel packs, which are in parallel. And a little more on that. Let's move over here. Here are the cell types. LGEA MF11865. Should be 3.65 volts nominal and 2,150 milliamps. Alright, so essentially this is a 4 parallel pack, 10 in series, so I think that gets me close to 9 amp hours. And so when I mow my lawn, it's smallish lawn, 1,600 square feet, front and back, so pretty small. I can mow it in 10 minutes and 10 minutes. I'll use 2 amp hours, so it's pretty healthy for the pack, not too stressful, that kind of thing. And then when I come in and I charge it, I use this. Alright, firstly, let's kind of look at the wiring. This one doesn't have an external shunt, which is what I wanted. I'm under 20 amps, well under, so the wiring on the external shunt ones look a little involved. So that's how it goes. Pretty much DC in on the centers, load out on the outside terminals here. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Here's a little, there could be a little instruction sheet. Looks like you have like a memory. You can set voltage alarms and store data, and I don't really care about that stuff right now. But okay, so let's turn on the power supply. I have a switch somewhere. Cool. So yeah, so the booster out is 42 volts. And then it has a little, looks like it's saved. I had it plugged in earlier and I've got 4 watt hours out of it. How's the glare? So voltage top left. The current, I don't have it plugged into the battery to charge it yet, so 0. Power is going to be low left, 0 there. And then the energy, I had it plugged in for a little bit before. And it looks like it has memory and it saved that, so 4 watt hours, not very much. Let's plug it in. Whoop. Okay, good. So all I did was mow the back on this charge for the batteries, so maybe an amp hour was missing. So fully charged, it's 10S, it'd be 42 volts. The packs have a little, they've got a circuit board that balances too. So it's a protection circuit board that balances the cells too. So this is kind of like, the smarts are in the battery packs, and this is kind of like dumb charging. I just throw 42 volts at it, and the protection circuit boards in the packs sorts out the balancing situation. So that's pretty cool. I've done like packs with just the protection circuit and no balancing, and the balancing is like kind of where it's at. That's the way to go. It's good stuff. So yeah, 4.92 volts. It's going to top out at 42. I use some 300 milliamps, so which is really low, which is fine. I just plug it in for hours at a time and it gets there. It's fine. If you plan ahead on your mows and stuff like that, I mow a couple times a week even, and I'm able to get it done at that. I think I'm going to jump it a little higher, but this guy does get a little warm, so I think what I'm going to do, this is a look at that, and then I think I'm just going to build this up. Maybe put some 5-volt fans on the booster, because I have them laying around. I haven't used them. And maybe even an input voltage on the input of the booster, like 12 volts or whatever. And so then when I maybe switch over from the power supply over to my 4S lithium solar battery situation, I can like see the input voltage on that. So that might be fun. And maybe jump the current up too. So I'm going to package it all, and so it's maybe sitting on top of there, nice and neat. It's like a brick. Alright, so here's what I ended up doing. I just went ahead and bricked the, got some standoffs, put the booster below the meter. I was thinking of maybe, I had this fan out, it's 5 volt, and this buck converter to drive that fan. And I kind of was thinking maybe of splitting this old plastic board off, you know, in half, ripping it down the middle, and then kind of lining everything up and heat shrinking it. But for now, I think I'm just going to kind of a good enough for now solution. So we're going to leave the charging current real low at that 300 milliamps. So let's turn it on. I'm home a lot, so like if it takes 6 hours to charge, that's okay. Alright, there we go. And it looks like I've had the power disconnected, so it looks like it's got memory on our watt hours. So let's go ahead and see if I can clear that. Oh look, it's like a some kind of menu for limits. I don't really need that. Alright, so according to the sheet, to reset the energy meter, long press the key until power display area displays CLR, then release. At this moment, the energy is flashing. To prompt this is the energy reset state. If short press the key again, the energy value is cleared, and exit the reset flashing state. One more time. There. Alright, there we go. Zeroed it out. I just had to hold it longer, it looks like. Plug in the mower battery, and we're off. So, so there's that, yeah. So this pretty much just saves me from checking with the meter when it's done or not. So it's the little things, right? Alright, thanks for watching.